Hello there, how are you doing? Joe Barnes here and welcome to another rip-roaring episode of Make It Happen Monday. And in today's video, I want to talk to you about being the best. Being the best at what you do in your industry. Isn't that daunting? That's a stressful concept, I think, isn't it? Thinking about how can I be the best? And I come up with it because Dan Kennedy, who's one of the greatest direct response marketers in the world, direct response being pretty much what all businesses and companies do in today's world, which is more about creating adverts and content. That means that somebody takes a direct action, as opposed to just general sort of brand positioning, So a lot more businesses and stuff do direct response marketing now, but when Dan Kennedy started out in marketing, it was something that wasn't done as much. So he set out to be the best, the top, the number one direct response marketer in the world. And I'm pretty sure he probably held that title for a very, very long time, if not still retaining it to this day. But one of his teachings is be the best. If you want to go out there and really carve your way in this world, then you need to decide in your niche, in your industry, what are you going to be the best at? And a couple of years ago, I saw a fantastic quote and a picture with Steve Martin, the comedy actor, absolutely great comedy actor. He's probably one of those you love or you hate, but I love him. And it said, "Be so good they can't ignore you." And I just loved that quote, And so in my head, over the years, I've kept mulling over those questions. How can I be the best? How can I be so good they can't ignore me? How can I be the best? How can I be so good they can't ignore me? And I have to say, constantly thinking about wanting to be the best is draining. It's energy draining because, it seems that everybody is so good at everything they do these days that you're constantly trying to match up. And it's tough and it's a challenge. And I don't know if you've seen my episode yet about how to make life easy on yourself, but I am all about how can I be easier on myself? How can I make it easier for me to succeed? How can I set myself up to win? How can you set yourself up to win rather than trying to achieve massive goals that might take 10, 15, 20 years to get to? So happily, I was reading a book recently, all about investment and money by the great Tony Robbins. It's always Tony Robbins who sets me straight, I have to say. He always puts me on the straight and narrow. So I was reading a book, and in his book, it was all about money and investing, but in it he had a section where he was talking about value. And his words were something along the lines of, how can you in your business give more value to your target market than your competitors? How can you add more value to people's lives? That is the basis on which you should base your business. That is what's going to make you successful. How can you add more value than anybody else is doing to your market? How much of a better question is that than how can I be the best? How much more empowering is that question? Because naturally, if you begin to add much more value to your marketplace, then your marketplace are going to keep coming back to you, back to you, back to you. And over time, what are you going to become? You're going to become the best. So rather than thinking about how can I be the best or how can I be so good that nobody can ignore me, now it's, well, actually, how can I add the most value in my niche, in my marketplace? How can I add more value than anybody else? Which intrinsically will mean that over time I will become the best. So your challenge for this week, should you choose to accept it, is step one, look at your business and look at all the businesses of your immediate competitors. What value are you currently giving? What value are they currently giving? And by the way, I'm not talking just about free here. I'm talking about products and services as well. You can't give everything away for free, okay? You can showcase your value for sure for free, You can get out there and write blog posts or create videos or do podcasts or do whatever it is that showcases how great you are, but you can also add a massive amount of value into your courses and products. Recently, I promoted a course, an Amazon course, and I ran my own Amazon course before, right? But I chose to promote this course. Why? Because the amount of value in that course is just unduplicable. There's no way I could offer a similar amount of value. The hundreds of thousands of dollars these guys have put into their apps and their software and all the tools and things that will help people succeed through their training course is just phenomenal. So rather than promote something that doesn't include that much value, I would much rather promote that because it's the best. Quite simply, it is the best course of that kind on the web today because of the amount of value in that training program. So look at what you're doing, look at what your competitors and other people in your industry and niche are doing and decide where can you carve your value niche? Where can you give more value than your competitors or other people are doing? Where can you kind of make your stand in the marketplace if you want, if you like, okay? So step one, have a look at what's going on. So I'm just quickly looking at my notes there. Step one, have a look around you and see what is everybody doing, yeah? Step two then is to start to make a list of how can you make a difference? How can you get in there and how can you work out what your value proposition is, okay? And then step three, of course, is make it happen. Now, underneath this video, I'm including a link to some worksheets, okay, that basically walk you through analysing your competition, looking at their value, what they give, you know, looking at what they do, looking at what they offer, and then starting to work out and figure out what you can offer, where you can, you know, carve your place, how you can compare, all of that kind of stuff. These are really good, you know, sheets. Working documents. I'm struggling to find the words there because I'll tell you for why, right? You're probably thinking Joe's got a bit stuttery over the last 10 minutes, and I'll tell you for why. Because the water aerobics has started downstairs and the music is playing, and I don't know if you can hear it, but it has distracted me. In a second when I finish this, I'll take you over and show you the water aerobics. But yeah, that's why I got a bit distracted. So anyway, underneath this video, there are some great working documents. Click on the link, you can download those documents and they're going to help you to work through and see what your competition are doing and how you can create more value for your customers, for your community in your marketplace. I hope that this week's video has been useful. If so, do please share. Do please download those sheets below, and of course do please come and talk to me. I love to talk to you, I love to chat with you, so do please come and have a chat with me in the comments section. Other than that, have an absolutely phenomenal week, and as always, make it happen. And before you go, let's take you over and show you the water aerobics downstairs. Here we go. Oh, you can't actually see, I don't know what you can see, Nadia on the side. Let me see if I can zoom in, or I can't on the video. Anyway, Nadia is the water aerobics dancing instructor. She's just behind the umbrella there, and she's got everybody in the water going for it. Well, they're not really going for it, are they actually? Come on people, let's see a bit of energy. Mind you, I can talk, I'm up here making videos. Anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching, make it happen, see you next week, bye bye.